terrific Texas team that we played. They're one of the best teams in the country. Everybody knows that. I knew that we had to catch some breaks. I knew we had to play our best football, and we didn't do that the first 25 minutes of the game. And give them credit. We had a tough time blocking them and sustaining blocks and getting off blocks. They were doing a lot of things, and they got really good athletes at wide receiver that we struggled with early on to cover. And then as this game goes, we flip the momentum with a big block punt and then get a touchdown and make it 17-7 at half. And we had nothing going for us. We block a punt and get it 17-7. And we have nothing going for us in the third and go down 27-7. But those guys didn't flinch. And our guys did not flinch. And that's the kind of resolve that we expect, that we love about our guys. And you know, there's a lot of different things, a play here, a play there, a call here, a call there, but it's, you know, 27 to 27, you know, we don't get the first down, we miss the field goal, we get them stopped, use our timeouts, and then have a great drive, and then Chris bangs it through to tie it, and then in overtime, we were going to try to end that game. Whether they scored and we scored and it went for two, we were going to try to end that game. And Colin and Will loved what we had. It was at the 4-yard line, so it's 1 yard further than a 2-point play. Our guys were gassed a little bit, and their guy made a play. And I was going to tell you, we were going to win that game in overtime. And we forced them into a field goal. We get a big play to send it, to start it, and we were going to go win that game. And give their team credit. They're really good for a reason, and we got a good football team in there.
What was the first read on that fourth down?
It's a good question. I think it was to send it, and they took it away, but I'm not 100% sure. That's what we were trying to do. We had a couple of different things based on man, based on zone. The timeout, you know, that was there kind of helped us settle us in, and then you know, we looked at it, and Colin's like, I like it, and I think maybe they rolled coverage a different way, but you know, it's one of those things where I had it all over again, we'd have done it again, and I don't know if CK would have called something. I'm just telling you, we'd have done that again at the 4-yard line. We have a lot of really good offense, and we needed to end that game when we had the chance.
What kind of was the switch that flipped for your offense? Was it just the momentum that kind of carried you?
You know, us finally manufacturing a drive. We just struggled to drive the football out. We didn't do anything until we got the block punt. Then we had a nice drive and scored. And then we have the unfortunate turnover that gets them a quick 7, and it's 27-7. And a lot of things could have gone a lot of ways then. And we manufactured a really nice drive, and we finally got some rhythm offensively to get it to 27-14. Which probably applied a little pressure, and then we got a couple of big turnovers and scored on both turnovers, and we got a little rhythm throwing the football. And you know, the one thing that we're not going to find any silver linings in a loss. Don't get me wrong, but when Keegan, Phil, and Jace are healthy like they were today, have a chance to be a pretty good throwing team.
In the first half, you guys ran the ball a lot, just trying to set up the run game in the first half?
Yeah, we were trying like heck to find ways so that we didn't have to throw it 50 times, and we ended up throwing it 42 times, but we were trying like heck, and those guys are really good up front, and we had a hard time moving them and sustaining that movement. Give their defensive line and linebackers credit. They did some stunts, and we struggled, so then we had to throw it more than probably we wanted to.
When you told the team you were going for it there at the end, what was the reaction?
Well, O-line will, like, let's go win it. Absolutely, let's go win it. We're at the 4, and we had a chance, and you know, you never know. And go kick the field goal. What if you miss the field goal? Then everybody's like, man, why didn't you go for it? You had them down there. It's like it's not much different than a 2-point play. Sometimes the yard probably helps you, having one more yard. But you know what? Play happened fast. I know the first read was shut down. I couldn't get back to his progression because of the pressure. Once again, they made a play.
They shot out to a 17 lead pretty quickly. But what what were some of the adjustments you guys made to kind of get them slowed down?
Well, we had to get a post player. You know, they were getting us in some formations that we didn't allow us to have a post player, just by some of our base things. And they got really good wide receivers, and those guys can roll. And so we adjusted some things and knew we were going to give up a little bit more in the run game to try to get a post player. We were able to do that. Then we were able to get some pressure, and the pressure caused some errant throws. We had a couple picks. We had a couple drop picks. You know, we had a couple other opportunities to intercept the football, and we didn't do it. And that's this game of inches. You know, whether it's something on offense, something on defense, something on special teams, the margin of error is so small. And once again, I'm proud of the way the guys played.
Chris makes the extra point, but then they blew it dead, and
Yeah.
then they have a missed snap. What kind of happened in that?
You know,
sequence?
that's a good question. We had some miscommunication. They blew it dead, I think, before. I was hoping they didn't, but they did. And then I got to ask, we had miscommunication between Jack and Randon, which, you know, they're older guys. I don't know what happened. We'll figure that out and move on.
Why do you think you guys are so resilient in situations like this when you're down multiple scores and just keep fighting?
You know, that's a good question. Our kids really always believe we have a shot. You know, Texas is really good. I kept telling the guys, you know what, we're a pretty good team too, and just keep staying the course, keep staying the course. And they've seen momentum change probably so quickly in other opportunities and games that once it changes, it stays on your side and it's hard to get it back. And that's what is frustrating is we're down 27-7, and we got the ball first and goal at the 7 in overtime. You know, if you'd have told me that was going to happen when it was 27-7, I would have taken that in a heartbeat. But once again, we just didn't make a last play.
What do you think the guys are going to learn the most after this loss? What are the biggest takeaways from it?
That we belong, probably. I'd say that's one of the things. Texas is ranked in the top 10, top 8, whatever, for a reason, because they're really talented. And, you know, everybody's got the next man up mentality. I know they have their backup quarterback. We've got some backups in there. It's college football. Nobody's going to feel sorry for when you get your backups in. You still got to execute and play. And, you know, I'm reminding the guys that we still got a lot of football in front of us. Can't let the same team beat us twice. We have another great opportunity to play at home at the Bill, and some of these seniors got 2 more shots at it. And so we're going to be disappointed for 24 hours for sure, like we should. And then Monday we got to come back and go to work.
Does it feel like that the pop pass in overtime gets through if that guy just doesn't make a play on the ball?
I couldn't see it. You know, I couldn't see it. I know it was called and it was a run pass option, and I didn't see who got their hand on it. Was he open?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, you never want to have to talk about losses and compare losses, but the mood in the locker room after this game compared to maybe Oklahoma State is a little bit different.
No, moods are always bad when you lose. Doesn't matter, you know. And the euphoria of a win, and it doesn't matter who you beat. That never gets old. And when you lose a game, no matter how you lose, who you lose to, it stinks, man. And then those guys, they want to win every game. They prep and practice and prepare their tail off to have the opportunity to be successful on Saturday. Doesn't mean you're going to be, but we always want to have that chance, and that's why I'm upset that we lost. But man, watching what our guys did in that second half was pretty impressive.